What's up, y'all? It's your girl Scorpio S to the C. Twerk, twerk goddess. So I know y'all missed me because I missed y'all too, but I wanted to talk to y'all today about everybody can't go. You know, like on your journey in life, first of all, you was born. Unless you were a twin or a triplet or quadruplet or a quintuplet, it was a single birth. You was born alone. So when you leave this place, you're gonna leave this place alone for the most part. So on your journey, everyone can't go. So I know for me, like I had all these visions of like all my peers and my friends and everybody that I was cool with, of us just all holding hands and climbing the ladder together. And that is not realistic. And so that you won't go through some of the devastation that I went through along my journey, thinking that I wouldn't outgrow people, not even like aware that you do outgrow some people. Sometimes you could be in a relationship with someone, you can outgrow them, you can outgrow friends, you can outgrow family members. And the truth of the matter is, everyone can't go. So if you have an opportunity, a lot of times we like to bring others in and share the knowledge and share the wealth, but that's not the reality. Unfortunately, everyone can't go with you on your journey. Certain relationships that you've had, you may feel like, oh, well, I could carry this through, or it's going to be a lifelong friendship or relationship, and that is just not the reality. Everyone can't go. As you start to climb the success ladder and rise and elevate and expand your thinking process, you'll notice that some people, they don't have the same thoughts as you. They don't have the same wherewithal as you. They don't have the same drive or the same motivation. And many people will fall behind as a result of that because, you know, just the way people do things. So I'll give you an example. When I was in the hood, first of all, I didn't ever think I would like leave South Central. I was born and raised there. So, things start changing in my life, and I realized that I didn't like the environment. I mean, of course, there were things I would have loved to change about it, but I love the people. But a lot of the mindsets in the hood is like not elevated to a quick rate, like how I may elevate a little bit faster than others, and we're all on our separate journeys. So some may achieve more or attain more quicker, or everyone has their own process. And I always like to think about the story, the tortoise and the hare, because even though the tortoise was slow, the tortoise won the race. So it's not necessarily about like speed all the time. It's not necessarily about how hard you hustle or how fast you hustle. People are different. And so me being in the hood, my mindset started to change. I wanted to start doing different things. So like most people in the hood don't go hiking. Most people in the hood, and this is not stereotypes, but it's just facts. Most people in the hood, um, a lot of people in the hood have not traveled outside, their community. So like I like to travel, and I will be doing a lot more traveling this year, and I will bring you guys with me. But the mindset. So I had this friend in the hood, and I'm thinking we'll be friends forever. But as I started to rise and elevate, I noticed that this friend's mindset was still on like a poverty stricken mindset. And you can't like force anyone to go through that process to think higher and to elevate. But I had to disregard and dismiss that friend because as much as they had the gift of gab, as much as they talked about, wanting to be successful, I go by action. So I didn't see their actions. So I was just like, you know, that's where the crabs in a bucket mentality comes in, because it's like if a person is not rising up to the occasion or rising to elevate to your level or your standards, then they could pull you down. And I noticed that like being around certain people, um, that didn't have the same outlook on life, that didn't have the same dreams and goals. I can't hang around y'all no more. I'm sorry. Like, I love y'all. Y'all will always hold a dear place in my heart. But your girl had to move on. It's so much opportunity, so much bigger and better. And so I want you to change your mindset. And as you develop and evolve, you may have to cut ties with certain people, certain relationships, certain family members, because if it may hinder you, and I'm not gonna, ain't nobody gonna stop me. Can't stop, won't stop. Bad girl. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to share that with you all, because everybody can't go. And sometimes people might go through like the grieving process where they're feeling this loss. It could be a loss of being in the hood. Like, I miss the hood. Like, I miss y'all. I miss all the ghetto stories. I miss all the ghetto soap operas. I miss like that whole hood nigga shit. Like, I do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's in me. And they say you could take the girl out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the girl. Well, to a certain extent, you know what I mean? But I'm very diverse and flexible. And so there are certain elements about the hood that I miss, but it's a whole lot of shit I don't miss. Like, you know what I mean? I like where I'm at. I like the journey that I've been on. I like the evolution. I like the changes. I like the new people that I'm meeting. So many amazing people. And so another thing about everyone can't go is you want to be in a vicinity and in a circle and in a network of people that are doing similar things. So for example, in the hood, I didn't have many. I had a few, but they were like serial entrepreneurs and stuff. But it wasn't a lot of people that was writers. So I couldn't be like, hey, homie from the hood, let's go to a cafe and let's have lunch and let's talk about writing, or I'm reading this book, let's talk about this. So as you evolve and you elevate, yes, your circle will change. You will start to meet different people, and everyone can't go. I can't take some of the people that was in the hood with me because their mindset, they ain't had it done. You know what I mean? Their mindset is still on that hood nigga mentality. And it's not to bash them or to judge them or criticize them or ridicule them. It's just that we're not on the same level. So I hope some of my Eastside babies that know me see this and appreciate my evolution and appreciate that, I was like the one with the torch. You know what I mean? I'm the one creating the legacy. I'm the one that got out the hood, to make better changes, to change my life, to change my family's life. And hopefully you will be impacted by that. But this is not a diss for people that's still in the hood. This is not putting you down. I just hope that you can evolve on your own terms. Not because I done moved up and moved out and I got a lot of stuff going on and I'm changing the way that, I process things, and I just changed, my environment completely, like a complete 180. But on your own time. And some people, they may never want to get out of the hood. You know what I mean? But I escaped the hood once before and then I went back. Gotcha. I went back and I got love for all my East Side babies, but the truth of the matter is it was time for me to evolve. And so if you are one of my East Side babies, one of my friends from the hood, I still love you. I got love for you, but everyone can't go. And I'm sure, you have people in your life that once you get to a certain level of success, you might have to cut them off too. And it's not because you think you're better than them. It's just because your life is going in a different direction. You may not share the same interests anymore. Certain things like that, like in the hood, there are certain things you could do. And then when you get to upper echelons or more affluent areas or different things like that, like you have no desire to do that. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, that's basically what this video is about. So shout out all my Eastside babies. Stay tuned, stay connected. A lot more changes happening in my life, happening to this channel. And let's just be quite clear. I am not your typical YouTuber. Please don't try to put me in that category because I got a lot of stuff going on. You would be surprised at who I am behind this camera in real life. So let's work on not judging people, because people be having certain perceptions of people, and they be like, okay, no, you're this, but you don't know me. You know what I mean? Like, I like to go swimming. I like to go hiking. I like to travel. I like to try new foods. You know, I've been out of the country a couple of times. You know what I mean? Like certain stuff like that. Like people in the hood that I was associated with, they didn't have like a lot in common with me. So it's okay to elevate, and don't feel bad for elevating in your life. Don't feel bad for certain relationships that have to end as a result of you just climbing up the ladder and you moving on to greater things. Now, you might run into these people along the way, but it's no shade, no harsh feelings. It's just that I'm just not on that path. Like, I will forever be an East Side baby because that's where I was born and raised. But my mindset about the hood, about being from South Central on the East Side, is different. You know what I mean? So allow people to be who they are, allow people to evolve. Don't get in your feelings if you're friends with someone and then you might see them on TV, you might see them, you know, on a billboard, you might see them in a magazine and be like, oh, I used to know that person. Or that person changed because they let the wealth and the success get to their head. No, that's not true. You just need to rise up to the occasion, okay? So with that being said, I'm not going to take too much more of your time. It's your girl, S to the C, Scorpio, S to the C, twerk. Guys, y'all want me to twerk for y'all? Yeah, right.